Limitations live only in our minds, but if we use our imaginations, our possibilities become limitless. It's your place in the world, it's your life. Go on and do all you can with it and make it the life you want to live. The question isn't who is going to let me, it's who is going to stop me. Life is what happens to you while you are busy making other plans. Winning isn't everything, but wanting to win is. If you do what you have always done, you'll get what you have always gotten. Few things can help an individual more than to place responsibility on him and to let him know that you trust him. What's money? A man is a success if he gets up in the morning and goes to bed at the night and in between does what he wants to do. Whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. The only person you are destined to become is the person you desire to be. Every child is an artist. The problem is how to remain an artist once you grow up. I missed more than 9,000 shots in my year. I lost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game's winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over and again in my life. And that's why I succeed. An unexamined life is not worth living. You may be disappointed if you fail, but you're doomed if you do not try. First, have a definite, clear, practical idea, a goal, an objective. Second, have the necessary means to achieve your ends. Wisdom, money, materials, and other methods. Third, adjust all your means to that end. The most common way people give up their power is by thinking they don't have any. How wonderful is it that nobody need wait a single moment before starting to improve the world. If you hear a voice within you which says you cannot paint, then by all means paint, and that voice will be silenced. Ask and it will be given to you. Search and you will find. Knock and the door will be opened for you. Too many of us are not living our dreams because we are living our fears. The mind is everything. What you think, you become. A truly rich man is one whose children run into his arms when his hands are empty. Nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I am possible. I attribute my success to this. I never gave or took any excuse. Believe you can. You're halfway there. I've learned over the years that when one's mind is made up, This diminishes fear. It's not the years in your life that count, it's the life in your ears. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% of how you react to it. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you have imagined. Education costs money, but then so does ignorance. Everything has beauty, but not everyone can see. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. The most difficult thing is the decision to act. The rest is merely tenacity. Whatever you can do or dream you can, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. Either write something worth reading or do something worth writing. Either write something worth reading or do something worth writing. Either you run the day or the day runs you. Whatever the mind of a man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. The two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. There are no traffic jams along the extra mile. You become what you believe. Challenges are what makes life interesting, and overcoming them is what makes life meaningful. Do what you can, where you are, with what you have. The best revenge is massive success. You take your life in your own hands, and what happens? A terrible thing. No one's to blame. Teach thy tongue to say, I do not know, and thou shalt progress. You can never cross the ocean until you have the courage to lose sight of the shore. Everything you have ever wanted is on the other side of fear. When I was 5 years old, my mother always told me that happiness was the key to life. When I went to school, they asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up. I wrote down happy. They told me I didn't understand the assignment, and I told that they didn't understand life. If you can dream it, you can achieve it. If the wind will not serve, take to the oars. If you want your children to turn out well, spend twice as much time with them and half as much money. The battles that count aren't the ones for gold medals. The struggles within yourself, the invisible battles inside all of us, that's where it's at. I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. Remember, no one can make you feel inferior without your consent. We must believe that we are gifted for something, and that this thing, at whatever cost, must be attained. The person who says it cannot be done should not interrupt the person who is doing it. roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. Happiness is not something ready made, it comes from your own actions. We become what we think about. Life shrinks or expands in proportion to one's courage. If you are offered a seat on a rocket ship, don't ask what seat, just get on. Certain things catch your eye, but pursue only those that capture the heart. When I stand before God at the end of my life, I would hope that I would not have a single bit of talent left and could say, I used everything you gave me. Definiteness of purpose is the starting point of all achievements. People often say that motivation doesn't last. Well, neither does bathing. That's why we recommend it daily. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones that you did do. So throw off your bowliness, sail away from safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, and discover.